Good evening and welcome to the Sebree Church of Christ Midweek Lesson for August 11th, 2021. Speaking to you from a different location today. I happen to be in Virginia, but I wanted to make sure that we had something to think about for the rest of the week. I've entitled my lesson today, Living on the Brink of Hope. You know, during the week preceding Christmas, I watched my grandchildren as they counted down the days and the hours and the minutes until that special moment, you know, when the gifts were opened for days that they could think of nothing else. Everything was just secondary to the big event. Looking for Christmas today. I think we all can relate to the feeling of living on the brink of expectation. Waiting for something special, something new, job, a wedding, graduation, some special event. This feeling can be exhilarating and it can be fun, but when it lasts too long, it can become tiring and even depressing. Hope deferred makes the heart sick. It makes the heart sick. But desire fulfilled is a tree of life. Proverbs 13 and verse 12. I believe that this is so because when we are in the state of the highest expectation, we have a tendency to lose touch with the present, and we live in the future. And living in the future is unsatisfactory. And brethren, it's even dangerous. It's very dangerous to our faith. In the Thessalonian church, many believe that the return of Christ was imminent and would happen in their lifetime. They lived on the edge of hope all of the time. And ultimately, they lost touch. They lost touch with the present to the point when Paul had to admonish them, had to talk to them, get back to work, get back to normal living, because their heightened anticipation had led them to forsake the business of everyday affairs. So now I want to share a few thoughts with you on how to successfully live through those times in our lives when we're on the edge of hope, the brink of expectation, the waiting room of change. Coping with hope is something that we need to think about. It is okay to hope. It's okay to dream and anticipate. But if we are to avoid being totally absorbed by these things, we need to remember a few simple things. Number one, hope for tomorrow, but live in today. Hope for tomorrow, but live in today. We must not allow dreaming and hoping and planning to sap all of the energy that we have, so that we have nothing left. We have nothing left to deal with today. So do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will take care for itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. Matthew 6 and verse 34. In other words, don't invest all of your energy in worrying about tomorrow, but rather use your emotional and physical and spiritual resources caring for today's problems. I believe if we take care of today's affairs, we are contributing wisely in making tomorrow's dreams come true. Number 2, brethren, we need to be thankful for what we have today. We need to be grateful for what we have today. Our minds and hearts are sometimes filled with hope for tomorrow, and yet we feel depressed. We feel anxious. This is because dreaming and hoping does not satisfy us. Satisfaction comes from praise, from prayer, from thinking and giving for hopes and dreams that have come true, not the ones still that are in the future. A healthy view of our blessings and a continuous outpouring of thanks to God in prayers and praise. This is edifying and it's very satisfying. It's edifying and satisfying, and we need hope and plans and dreams, but let us not allow these things to replace gratitude as the central emotion in our hearts for what God has given us today. Number three is extremely important. Seek first the kingdom. Jesus said, seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all of these things shall be added to you. Matthew 6, verse 33. Underline that word. Brethren, underline that word in that verse, and that word is first. Make the seeking of God. Make the seeking of God and will a priority today. Make it a priority today, and this will guide and guarantee the nature and possession of our dreams tomorrow. You know, after all, what good is it to hope and to dream for something that's against God's will? Our ultimate hope, the substance of our dreams, is what? I hope and pray it's to be with God in heaven. So our plan should follow a course that points us in that direction. It needs to keep us headed toward God and his will, keep us on a path toward heaven. Seeking the kingdom today will help set our sights and goals and our dreams along the line that will finally see us with God at the end. Seeking the kingdom help us to properly set our sights and goals and our dreams that are worthy of a disciple of Christ. Brethren, something just to think about for the rest of the week. You know, it's not wrong for us to have hopes and dreams, but don't let them consume everything that you have, because your main priority is to seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness. Thank you for tuning in. We greatly appreciate your listening to these lessons, and we hope and pray that you will share them with your friends and neighbors, and so that we can continue to spread the gospel of Christ. If you possibly can, please come visit with us at the Sebree Church of Christ. Our Bible study starts at 9:30 a.m. on Sunday morning, and our worship service will begin at 10:30 a.m. each Sunday morning. We would love to see you this coming Sunday. And if you have any needs or you think that the Sebree Church can be of help to you, please give us a call, because if we possibly can, we would love to help in any way that we possibly can. The number to call is 270-823-2335. Again, please share these messages with your friends and loved ones, and invite them to our worship service, and we would love to see you there as well. Again, thank you for tuning in. May God bless you, and I hope you have a great rest of the week.